Oh!
Hi, new friend!
Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Koen from PhoenixStarYT, and yeah, you probably have heard the news by now. There's a new My Little Pony movie coming out, a new generation, a new beginning, a brand new cast of characters, a brand new animation style, and a brand new studio that is working on it. My Little Pony, a new generation. It's coming out this year, and it's freaking exciting, right? Well, yes and no. Alright, before I'm getting into the movie and My Little Pony Generation 5 in general, let me give you a little bit of background. I've been a huge fan of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic ever since, like, what, 2016, 2017 or something? The show was a very big part of my life for a very long while. I pretty much have seen every single episode that the show had. I watched every single Equestria Girls movie, a vast majority of YouTube shorts, the Equestria Girls specials and everything. I watched a lot of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic stuff. So, to hear that a new generation of My Little Pony was coming out was very exciting for me. I've also seen a lot of Pony Life, which I personally love. I know that there were a fair few people who were not fond of Pony Life. I think it was decent, I think it was funny, I think it was fun, and I think that people were over-hating on it a little bit too much. But hey, that's just me probably. I know that I'm biased, I know that I probably have this very strange love for cartoons that are just stupid or silly or nonsensical or whatever. I don't know, but that's just what I enjoy in my cartoons. Bear with me. Then the trailers for My Little Pony A New Generation came out, and I don't quite know what to think about it. So, there are a lot of things that I would like to say about A New Generation. I could talk about the animation style, I could talk about the story and everything, but in all honesty, I don't think that I'm in the position right now to really talk about any of that stuff. I don't think that I should be talking about it because, for one thing, the movie is not even out. The movie will be out on like September 24th or whatever, so until then, I don't really want to talk about it too much and give you my thoughts on it because there is pretty much nothing to give my thoughts on. I can talk about what I thought of the movie trailers, but I don't really want to do that because I hesitate to give it much of any attention at all. And I'll tell you why right now. So I've been doing a little bit of research as to who made A New Generation possible, as in the movie. I've been looking over who actually made this movie, and only one Google search was enough for me to completely lose all of the expectations that I had. My expectations were already quite low because I just like to keep my expectations low for everything that's coming out. But now I pretty much have no expectations at all anymore, ever since I did a little bit of research on who made the movie. Because the movie is apparently made by Paramount Studios. Okay, there are a lot of things wrong with this. First of all, I just need to say this. I do not like Paramount Studios. I don't like a lot of their movies, and most of it comes down to just my personal lack of interest in the movies that they make. I don't think that a lot of their movies are all that interesting to watch. In fact, from what I've seen, a vast majority of Paramount movies stick to the exact same formula. Like, you have a lot of stupid shit happening for the sake of stupid shit happening. Some very stupid plot twists. Characters that just die for the sake of it. And a lot of other stuff like romance that doesn't need to be in a movie. I know, very, very petty reasonings as to why I don't like Paramount Studios. But there are reasons for me not to like a lot of what they do nonetheless. And honestly, I don't like the fact that I don't like Paramount. I want to like their movies, I want to like what they put out, but the fact of the matter is I just can't, because there are certain things that I just can't unsee after watching any Paramount movie at all. There are also some things about Paramount being associated with Nickelodeon that I don't like, but that's a completely different story for a completely different day. So My Little Pony: A New Generation is not one of those movies that I want to bring too much attention to, purely because the movie is made by Paramount Studios. And to be honest, just looking at the trailers for A New Generation, I mean, the animation style looks pretty cheap. Even only looking at this one image that I have right here, this alone looks pretty dang cheap. The characters don't feel all that interesting to me just looking at the trailers of the movie, and there are a lot of other things that I just don't like about the movie so far, just looking at the trailers. So I hesitate to check out A New Generation when it comes out, because I don't think I'm going to like this movie. I don't think this movie will be worthy of my time. And even if it will be, even if it is going to be good, that would still set my expectations very high for what the show is going to be like. And if the show ends up being absolutely terrible, I don't want to have the chance of having seen the show and finding out that it's terrible after having seen the movie. Because that's the thing with movies like this. If this movie ends up being great, but the show ends up being bad, then your expectations are dropping and your interest is also going to deplete. This is just a fact. This is just a thing that happens. I'm reading through the synopsis of A New Generation here, and apparently this is being played out many years after the events of My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. The three types of ponies that were in Friendship is Magic still remain. We have Earth ponies, we have unicorns, and we have Pegasi. But apparently there have been some things going on, and all three tribes have been separated again, much like what happened before Equestria was founded, or Ponyville, or whatever in Friendship is Magic. I don't quite remember how that entire story went, I'm sorry guys. It's weird to me that they are going back to that idea with A New Generation. I don't think that it makes all that much sense for this to occur again. Because, judging by the trailers, all the tribes are separated again and they don't live in harmony anymore. So, clearly there must have something happened, right? I have no idea, but I can't imagine them coming with a good reason as to why the three tribes of Equestria are separated again after many years. I don't know, but it's just something that does not make much sense to me. All of this makes it very difficult for me to really go watch this movie. As much as I love My Little Pony, as much as I loved Friendship is Magic, and still love Friendship is Magic, I do not want to watch a movie that I know is probably not going to be very great, judging by what I've read and judging by what the trailers have shown me. But hey, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe this movie is going to be great, and maybe Generation 5 is going to be great. But if there's one thing that I'm asking for, it would be, please, do not make the entire series look like this. I would much rather have a decent looking 2D animated series than to have something look this plastic. Thank you very much. And with that, we have reached the end of today's Phoenix Talk. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the very next video. Like, subscribe, and have a nice day, and stay passionate. Wow, that was a terrible outro. Let's never do that shit again.
Bye!